So there's a lot of features on your iPhone that you're ignoring. Being an Apple enthusiast, I get a lot of questions from a lot of my friends about cool features that they could use on their iPhone or things that would really make their workflow or their daily life a lot better. So I decided to make a rundown of some of the iPhone features that Apple users ignore and how I think they might be able to improve your iOS experience or your workflow in general, or even just your simple use of your iPhone. So to start off the list, something I've used on and off is a feature called back tap. This is double or triple tapping the back of your iPhone to trigger actions. So you could use it for like a flashlight, the screenshot, the camera, shortcuts, anything that could be useful there. Where you can find this in the iOS settings is settings, accessibility, and touch. And then you scroll down, you'll see back tap. And you could choose either to double tap or triple tap to assign actions like those ones I had mentioned, screenshots, flashlight, or control center, anything listed in there. One of the downsides of this to keep in mind is you could accidentally triple or double tap it in your pocket. And so if it's something like a flashlight, that will turn it on without you possibly knowing. So just keep that in mind. Next is focus mode. So I use this on and off as well. If you use it properly, you can have a different focus mode for each one of your workflows. So you could have a sleep focus, a gym focus, a work focus, a creator focus. How to use this is it's easy in the control center, but you could also do it in settings. And it helps by minimizing distractions by tailoring the notifications or like the usage of your apps and screen appearance based on your activity. So for example, in the sleep mode, you won't get any notifications really that make noise or vibrate your phone unless it's an emergency or with your favorite contacts. You can customize it that way. But you can customize any of these workflows the ways that you want, and you can utilize automation and scheduling or customization setups. I'll have a link down below in the description explaining this further. It's just a really cool feature that you can really organize your notifications better. Next up is live text. So live text actually uses the camera on your iPhone, and it's a super cool feature, massively underused in my opinion, but you can use the camera on your phone to copy text from photos, translating menus, sign, notes, anything of that nature. It's like if you take a picture, you can copy and paste the information from that picture as text on your iPhone. So I use this a ton, definitely recommend. One that I use daily is the universal clipboards. This allows you to copy and paste between your iPhone and paste it onto your Mac, or vice versa. You can copy on your Mac and paste on your iPhone. It's really, really seamless. If you don't want to have to type it in by hand and copy and paste it over, super, super useful. Visual lookup is another feature where you can use the Photos app to actually get additional information about anything in the photos. Within the Photos app, if you tap the info button, you can access all of that information, which show you information on the web about this. So super, super helpful, definitely worth using. If you do have an iPhone with an action button, the iPhone 15, 16, and 17, you can change the action button to not just be muting your phone. You can actually use it for custom workflows, opening apps, smart home actions, camera presets. It's in the settings. You just go there, you can change the settings there. And when you press the action button after editing these settings, it will actually let you use these new features. So just a quick way to access a feature that you use on a daily basis. Hidden trackpad mode is one that I love. All you have to do is hold the spacebar to move the cursor precisely rather than using the magnifying glass when you're editing text on a text message or anything with text on iOS. Super practical. I highly recommend this one. Safari profiles is another one. It's similar to focus modes. You can use your work and personal and shopping and travel to separate the profiles in Safari for whatever you're doing. And if you're into that thing, I don't personally use it that much, but I do think it's really useful for some folks. The Passwords app and shared passwords, I highly recommend using a password manager if you haven't yet, but I use Apple's a lot of the time because it allows you to actually just share Wi-Fi passwords with your family. Verification codes is super easy. Passkeys creation is very, very easy for logging into websites. I'll have a link down below to this feature as it's a little bit more security, so I don't want to show you a lot of demos on this, but I use this a lot. Very, very, very useful. And lastly, if you were a former jailbreak person, there are shortcuts animations, so you can use the Shortcuts app to really almost be a spiritual successor to jailbreak tweaks. There's a lot of simple, cool examples. You can use shortcuts to do almost anything on the iPhone, which is super, super cool. So honestly, modern iPhones are way more customizable and useful than people realize, but I think most people only really use 10% of what their iPhone can do, and hopefully this helped you more ways you could use your iPhone. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.